Yes, guys, welcome back. Happy Thursday to you all. I hope the market is treating you all well. So, look at this, quick. Look at this. President Trump speaks tonight. Well, that wasn't in there on Sunday when I looked. See, they're sneaky. They chuck little things in here and there just to keep you on your toes. So, that's going to make an impact tonight. Trump speaks. Tonight's going to be volatile. And I suggested an Apple buy idea over the weekend, and that shot up. I'm not in it. I wish I was now, but hey ho. I didn't feel comfortable with it. So Apple is shot up because Trump's agreed £100 billion investment or something. So that's the reason why Apple is shot up. And obviously tonight he's going to be speaking about tariffs. So that's going to make gold shoot up because it's going to weaken the dollar. This is, my personal view of it. So tonight's going to be interesting. And we're just going to go, I'm just going to run on to the daily a minute with you on gold, guys. And what I like with this daily at the moment currently, as we're doing the video, so we're still in this candle. And we've got clean traffic up here now. I talk about clean traffic a lot. This is clean traffic. So tonight when Trump speaks, I would not be surprised if this just goes wallop, to be completely honest with you. I really would not be surprised. Because let's be honest, he's going to come out with, tariffs on countries again. He's going to say other announcements. I'm probably going to watch it live on Bloomberg, to be fair, because it is cool watching what he says and then watching the market at the same time. It's quite cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Tonight's going to be fruity, and Trump's going to have a say on the matter as always. So that's the play with gold again. I spoke about this supply over here, guys. Let's get rid of some of these. These are from the other night. I spoke about this supply, so staircase, and then we've hit an obstacle, and it is supply here to the left. But the supply is not really supply anymore. I'm quite surprised that we're struggling like we are. Because, okay, yeah, granted, it is only 4 hourly supply, but it's been breached now. It's been breached. So I would say all the orders in this supply now are diminished. They're out of this supply area. But on the flip side, we are struggling. Price is struggling here to get through. Price is struggling to get through. And I say about pullbacks, and that pullbacks are healthy. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. We've had 5 hours now of good bullish momentum. So we could expect a bit of a pullback. This was my pullback zone that I had marked up the other day. It was here. Yeah, Tuesday. So it wasn't a bad zone really. But yeah, so we're probably going to have another pullback around this sort of area and then continuation. One thing to bear in mind, guys, okay? I'll point this out on the hourly time frame. One thing to bear in mind. I don't know how good your eyes are, but I've seen two things here now with gold. I've seen two things. I've seen an uptrend on the hourly, and I've seen what people call a bullish flag. A bullish flag is a real technical term. Like you in the market, you got Fibonacci retracements, you got bearish flags, you got bullish flags, you got what's the Elliott wave? You got the Elliott wave strategy when you have, like, for instance, you would have A here, you would have B here, you would have C here, you would have D here. Oh, bit off the Richter scale a little bit, but that is what you would definitely call an Elliott wave strategy. I don't know if it's a strategy; it's just more of a theory, to be honest. and you would basically, this would line up with that and that and that and that. It then says, oh, all the stars are aligned, and yeah, this is the ultimate Elliott wave, so price is going to fall off the edge of the planet. That's the theory behind it. That's what people like to believe. And if people enjoy believing it, carry on. It's good. So this is it, guys. We are basically, I'm picturing a bullish flag as well as an uptrend, as well as everything else that I speak about, supply and demand, etc., etc. So we have essentially got a bullish flag now. People are probably thinking I'm proper. Yeah, this is like what people try coaxing you into, like it's easy. Talk about bullish. It's not actually. Hang on, that's really bad. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, it's not really working. My plan, I'm trying to get these to point, but what I'm visually seeing is this. It's not very straight, but this is supposed to be my next bullish candle tonight. That's what I'm trying to explain. And what I'm seeing is this. This is easier. There you go. Bang, bang, bang. And people would call that bullish flag. There is people that are probably going to watch this video and say, yeah, I do know what he's talking about. It's just, I've said it before, my art skills aren't the best, unfortunately. My art skills are not very good. But that's what I'm seeing with gold, continuation to the upside. All right. So that's that, to be honest. Not much else to really speak about. We're going to definitely see some form of rejection, or we're going to see a lot when we get up to this area. This area is going to be tough. Once we break this area, though, then bye-bye. Definitely. And we're going to talk about the British pound Swiss franc now, actually, whilst we're on it. Because I'm also in this trade. A few of the people in my group are as well. And I'm really happy with this one, guys. Bank of England debated a load of stuff dinner time today, which was, we'll check the pound, but I can imagine it was probably negative for the pound for this to go up. Let's have a little look quick. Yeah, negative for the pound. Oh no, sorry, positive. Yeah, no, sorry, 4 hourly. Yeah, positive for the pound. Good. So we've reacted off of this demand. Yes, demand. We'll talk about that in a second. British pound Swiss franc. So yeah, very good trade, guys. Very good trade. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. We've not broken these lows here, so that's a plus. We didn't really get much consolidation. It has tried, but now we've broken these highs. We've broken this high, and we've broken this high as well. I would say downtrend finished. End of the bend. And this is, yeah, looking real nice. It's not going to be similar to gold. British pound Swiss franc does not move the same as gold. Gold is one of the most fastest moving things to trade on the planet. And I think US 30 can come a little bit close to it, but all in all, gold is one of the quickest. GJ is probably up there, to be fair. Real nice here. Really, really good. I would like to see potentially you could get a pullback down to this area here tomorrow. And then for the continuation. But we had a real solid reaction off of this demand when it was created. Like, look at this reaction off of this demand when it was created back in April. We're now hopefully going to be getting a very similar reaction to what we had here to the left. And it's one of them, guys, again, when you break these highs here on this structure, once these highs are broken, you're going to get a very nice move up to here. Whether we break this one, who knows? I like to think we would break this one. I would, to be honest with you. My bias is that we do break this one. But again, we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. So that's the British pound, Swiss franc trade update and how it's going. The British pound itself. Yeah. Oh, just noticed something. See this gap? Seen this gap here, look. That could be a bit of an issue, to be honest. Now I've seen that. Obviously, the move on the British pound and the Swiss franc today was all because, obviously, the Bank of England done interest rates and made a news announcement dinner time today. So it's strengthening the pound, but with a gap. So with this, potentially a bit more of a realistic target. So your target, I would personally be targeting this supply up here. I would potentially be targeting this supply up here. Now I've seen this gap. That's quite a prominent gap there, isn't it? To be honest, that's definitely a gap that will be filled. And in all honesty, it's probably more likely to be filled sooner rather than later because that is big. But again, there is a mini gap here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, again, is that no? Yeah. Hard to really tell. There's a gap there. Look, gap there. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's hold fire. There's a gap. 1940. Price is not filled that yet. To be honest, though, look at the size of these gaps compared to that one. I mean, that's not much bigger than this gap here, to be honest with you, at first glance. Half the size of it, innit? Give or take. But it's something to consider now, to be honest, with the pound. We need to just be wary of it, all right? We'll just be wary of this gap. It is the first time I've seen it. Not going to lie, this is the first time I've seen this gap. So we'll play it by ear, guys. All right, we'll play it by ear. British pound Swiss franc trade is a very nice long-term trade. And I don't really want it to be hindered by this measly little gap. But on the flip side, it is what it is. So that's that then. Let's have a look. I spoke about Apple, didn't I? Let's just have a little quick look at Apple. So Apple's skyrocketed because of Trump saying that he's willing to invest £100 billion in Apple stocks. Well, not in Apple stocks, in Apple, the company itself. That's a lot of money, guys. That is a ridiculous amount of money. So my original idea was here, but then I saw this gap down here and I thought I'd rather wait for the better entry down here. And, well, look at this. Gapped up, massive, massive drive yesterday and another gap up today on the Chicago stock market open. So, interesting. To be honest, this is a big old gap, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't think it's quite that big. Well, look at this, look. So it's just filling this gap here. That's all it's doing. It's filling this gap. So price will get up around here and they'll be like, I've had enough now. I want to start dwindling back down where I felt comfortable and then get around here. That'd be quite nice, Apple, if you could do that, please. But that's what it seems to me, look, on first glance. It seems like we're just filling this gap here to the left. So, ideal. Ideal. So, Monday, Tuesday next week, we'll keep an eye on Apple because it's going to be interesting to see what it does when it turns around on this level now. Definitely. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, guys. That's right. Crude oil. I'm excited for this one because I can't tell you, I have been waiting for this for so long, and we are on the way down. We are on the way down. Today's a bit slower than what it was yesterday. Yesterday done what it done because crude oil announcements was announced, funnily enough. Announcement. Yeah, that was announced yesterday at 3 o'clock. So hence the big movement yesterday with crude oil. That being said, these are the gaps that I want to fill. And there is a gap here as well that I want to fill. Pretty much bang on where this entry is. In an ideal world. So fingers crossed, we come down to this gap. I think we're definitely going to fill this one, guys, to be honest. We're definitely going to fill this one. Fingers crossed, we continue going down and we get filled on the entry here. But there is going to be, we're going to have to be a little bit careful here. So we get entered in the trade here. Lovely, 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 lovely. But obviously, every trade is a different trade. This could just continue going down and take you out, hit your stop loss. Okay, if that happens, what do we do? Right, sweet, that's happened. We've been taken out the trade. People are thinking getting on this demand down here, but yeah, that's a sensible choice, to be honest with you. This is the sort of, these are your 3 lives here. 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't hold. Definitely wait out the trade. Okay. If this demand doesn't hold on crude oil longs when we get to it, potentially, if it doesn't hold, definitely don't just re-enter on this distal line on this demand down here, which is essentially the wider version of the demand that we've got marked here. So honestly, guys, when price breaks this, you've been taken out the trade. Okay, unlucky. It is what it is. We hit this one. Don't just take the buy. Wait for price action there. See what we do around it. We'll get that. This is the 4-hourly time frame here. We could get down onto the hourly time frame here, and we'll just see how the price just dances around, just chills out before we make a decision. Because, and my reasoning behind this, I hope this helps, is we've got a very big gap then to the next demand. That is a big gap, and that will burn accounts. So we just need to be cautious and we just need to be safe. All right. So that's what we're going to do. So that's crude oil. My idea with crude oil, and would be very nice if it works out. We'll see what happens. I haven't looked at cocoa. Chocolate. Where is the old girl? There she is. Right, so we're still waiting for cocoa, guys. Still waiting for cocoa. Price does not really want to fill this gap at the moment, does it? Let's be honest. But that's cool. No stress, guys. We're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait, and we're just gonna see what happens. Time will tell. Time will tell. We break these lows here. We got a lot of clean traffic here. So when price does break these lows, we'll get a quick move down. So you will get entered in the trade relatively quickly. All right. Wheat. There we are, guys. Happy days. 4-hourly time frame. Wheat. Another. I say another one. It's a trade idea, guys. That is going well. It's a trade idea that's going well, and I'm happy with it. To be honest, every trade's a different trade, and luckily, I say luckily, you know, we've done well. We've done well on the trade ideas recently, which is good. We've had a nice reaction off. See the little gap here, so we could get retracement to fill this gap before we get another reaction. So if you're in wheat, guys, happy days, pat on the back, well done. And let's check. I got it mixed up the other day, didn't I? Between oats and corn. I was saying oats the whole time, but it wasn't oats, it was corn. I wouldn't be surprised before I click on it, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if corn is following the same as wheat. Although we had a little bit further to drop into the demand, I wouldn't be surprised if it's following suit. So let's have a look. There we go. But it's still not dropped, is it? Yeah. Yes, corn. It's not dropped into the demand yet. So corn and wheat, obviously, they seem to work together. This is the vibe I'm getting off of looking at this now. So that's good to know. That's interesting. Obviously, I wouldn't be entering the trade yet because we could drop all down here. So if you're in it, guys, pat on the back. Well done. Happy days. Or just quickly check orange juice. orange juice. Oh, we've hit the we've hit the demand and we've had a nice rejection. Happy days. With a gap as well just above it. So cool. That's looking good. Guys, everything's looking all right, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with the situation. Let's just quickly check copper as well. I looked at copper briefly. Let's just have a little look at copper. Copper's not doing a lot. I think this must be something to do with a tariff around the world. Copper's just like not doing much. It's just, this is what you call market consolidation, guys. It's just sideways movement. Price in the market doesn't know whether it wants to go up or doesn't know whether it wants to go down. So in a situation like this, you just sit on your hands and you just wait. And I do know traders in this world that literally, if they're scalpers and they like to be at the screens for a lot in the daytime, they will physically sit on their hands. Definitely. And this is the sort of thing you got to do looking at copper at the moment. I know it looks enticing. I know it looks like a very good trade, which it is a very good trade, to be honest with you. You just got to wait and be patient. All right. To be honest, guys, that is pretty much it. I just wanted to just run through a quick few things with you and yeah, just show you how the ideas are all going, and that's it really, to be honest. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.